everyone, and welcome to Wintercrest Park on a beautiful evening for baseball. CTN's live coverage of American Legion Baseball. Joe Young and Howie Shapiro behind the plate as post 334 from Coon Rapids hosts 118 out of Wayzata. The first pitch of the game, Leitner with a ground out to short, Bates over to Petruson, and quickly one away for Cardinals Rapids starter Logan Severson. Here's a look at the batting order. Cullen Stamp digging in. Brandon Bolin behind him. Sam Peterson in the cleanup spot, hoping to hit this inning. Michael Carazares, Connor Fletcher, Braden Bankston, Blake Golden, and finally, Jarrett Delorier. Second pitch of the inning finds the gap in right center. Stamp rounds, digs, and standing at two. So two pitches in, one out, and a runner at second.
Yeah, that was a solid base wrap by Stamp. Again, both batters looking at first pitches.
Yeah, the second baseman certainly putting his stamp on that one. Xander Parr, Braden Farley, and Bryce Peterson in the outfield for the Rapids. Izzy Petruson at first, Logan Rotzine at second, Bates at short, Kirby Peary, the third baseman, as Nick Lockinen gets the start with Logan Severson on the mound.
Logan comes in with an 0-run record, a 2.14 earned run average. He's pitched 16 and a third innings, and he's got 17 strikeouts, so he's averaging a strikeout per inning.
Stamp at second. Brolin digs in. He looks at a pitch. It's a called strike, and it's 0-1.
This Wayzata squad, a young squad, coming into this contest at 7-8 overall.
Fastball just misses off the outside edge. It's 1-1 to the catcher, Brandon Brolin.
Opportunity for Wayzata with a runner in scoring position here, and just one away. Let's see if they're looking to move him along.
Down and away makes it 2-1.
Welcome back, Joe Young. It's been a couple of weeks since you and I have called a game together. Missed you.
I've been at the ballpark a lot, but not
have.
Joined by my friends from the station and tethered to the truck. But
a lot of baseball, obviously, this summer for you, coaching your son's team.
Curveball down and away makes it 3-1, and now Severson in a spot where he's got to bring something. He does have first base open, but the cleanup hitter on deck, and we'll dig in now with 2 on and 1 out.
Severson in a little bit of a jam here with 2 on and just the 1 away.
Well, he got the first pitch strike on Brolin and then missed with 4 straight and fills that base at first.
They'll post 334 at a weekend tournament. I believe they're in Fargo. I believe they went 4-2, lost in the championship game.
Severson's pitch gets off the shin pad of Lockinen, had no idea where it is. Easily both runners advancing on the pass ball. And now 2 in scoring position and a 1-0 count to Peterson.
And you see that one's gonna, it was down low to the inside.
See all the movement that
a lot of movement
Severson's getting on the breaking pitch, but 5 straight missing the zone, and Peterson licking his chops, knowing the pitcher needs to get a pitch back to get himself centered again. 1-0 from Severson. Fastball misses outside.
Severson would like to, obviously no double play situation with that ball getting by Lockinen down in the dirt.
That's a strike, and Peterson rather taking all day, knowing he hadn't found the zone in 6. Tries to get him to chase upstairs. Peterson not buying, and now he's in the driver's seat, 3-1.
Yeah,
and again, a base open, but after getting a First pitch out, this is not the position Severson wanted to be in.
We'll see what he offers here, but he doesn't want to lose him.
This one foul off out of play. The count goes full.
But he certainly doesn't want to give him anything he can drive. Even, you know, something fairly deep to the outfield, even if it's caught, it's going to score a run here with just the one out.
One foul back and out of play. Another 3-2 offering from Logan Severson. Fastball misses, low, ball 4, and they're all loaded up with one away.
Again, he's trying to keep that pitch in the zone, but that one just got way down a little bit too low. And now he's in a little bit of trouble here with bases loaded and just one away.
Does put the double play back in play.
It does. When again, keeping the ball low is what you want to do, and induce a ground ball. But again, you got to be concerned about your control a little bit here, where you've just walked that player
no place left to
load the bases.
First pitch out, second pitch a double to the gap in right center. Couple of walks behind that, and they're all loaded up with one away for Mike Carazeras. Designated hitter digging in now, trying to make sure Wayzata able to capitalize. He looks at a fastball nicely low in the zone on the outside edge.
Yeah, again,
Severson ahead 0-1. He needed that pitch.
Keeping that pitch, trying to keep it as low as possible, and there a good stop to get in front of the ball is blocking and make sure he keeps that one in front of him.
Have to. Lot of foul room here at Wintercrest Park.
Yep, just going to say that. A lot of
number
green
2
behind him.
Number 2 in the batting order is the runner at third, so usually guys with wheels. This one lined to right center. They're going to score Stamp easily. Brolin coming home. The throw is cut off. He'll glide in without a play. It's a 2-run single for Mike Carazeras to get Wayzata on the board early.
Yeah, we've seen Wayzata, a couple of their base hits have been exactly there, solidly stroked into right center field. Again, he's just reached out a little bit and able to find the green. Gives Wayzata the early 2-0 lead, with, again, still with just one away and runners at first and second.
And now the first baseman, Connor Fletcher, digging in, hoping to keep this roll going for the visiting squad here in the top of the first inning. A fastball is in for a called strike, 0-1.
And this is in the situation where you want to induce that ground ball. This would be your defense behind your best play if they can get that double play and get out of the inning with just the 2 runs.
Curveball, and Fletcher couldn't hold off. He falls behind 0-2. Strikeout here would relieve a lot of pressure on Severson and the Rapids. Misses down and away with a fastball. Fletcher not buying.
Well, you can see what Severson's trying to do by keeping that pitch low and trying to move it around, move it to either side of the plate.
Breaking pitch right back at the pitcher. He'll go to 2 for 1. The relay by Bates in time. The 1-6-3 double play gets the Rapids out of the inning, but 2 hits, 2 walks, 2 runs for Wayzata to start. They're up 2-0 midway through the first on CTN.
Take your family out to the 4th of July celebration next to the Coon Rapids Ice Center, July 2nd through the 4th. Enjoy rides, carnival games, bingo, and live music. On Monday, July 2nd, at 6 p.m., come and watch the parade along Mississippi Boulevard. Then on Wednesday, July 4th, the Coon Rapids Firecracker 5 and 10K kick things off, followed by the Kids Sparkler Dash. And don't miss the fireworks on the 4th. For details, check out coonrapidsmn.gov.
Back at Wintercrest Park, Coon Rapids in an early hole as the 118 squad from Wayzata takes the field with a lead in the bottom of the first inning. Here's a look at how the Coon Rapids squad hopes to respond. Leading off is the shortstop, Jackson Bates. Braden Farley in the number 2 spot. Kirby Peary playing at third tonight and hitting third. Nick Lockett in the catcher in the cleanup spot. Bryce Peterson hitting 5th with Nate Breams DHing and hitting 6th. Izzy Petruson is the first baseman hitting 7th. Xander Parr and Logan Rotzine round out the order for post 334 under the tutelage of Matt Mossy.
Bates steps to the plate hitting 300 on the season. 15 hits and 50 at-bats. And 2 of those 15 hits have gone for extra bases.
Fouls back the first pitch from Aaron Gosh, and it's 0-1. Curveball for a called strike. The nice looking pitch from Gosh gets him way ahead on the leadoff man, 0-2.
Yeah, just where he wants to be in this situation is just, control from the mound, especially when you're coming off a 2-run opportunity in the first.
This one lifted toward right center. Long run for Peterson, but he's there, doesn't make the catch.
He dropped it, yeah.
And their inning will start with an error.
Yeah, and again, the situation where the sun definitely did not come into play in that. He just, I believe, took his eye off it a little bit, or just hit his glove, the back of his glove, dropped on the field.
So Bates with a free base, and Braden Farley digging in. Gosh goes to the fastball down in the dirt. Nice stop there by Brandon Bolin.
We talk about how aggressive the Rapid squad is on the base pass. We'll see it here with Bates getting on first.
Gosh doesn't throw a lot of heat, but he's got some pitches that move. He moves that one across to even the count 1-1.
Sorry, Joe. Matt Mossy, head coach for this Rapid squad.
Pickoff move, and the throw gets away from Fletcher. And back-to-back errors has Bates over at second base with nobody out.
Farley hitting the ball well this season. As you're going to take a look at it here, it gets by Fletcher. Bates able to take the extra base. Hitting 328, Farley is on the season.
This one hit well toward the gap in left center. Bates is going to round and come home easily. Farley big turn at first, but they'll keep him there. An RBI single for Braden Farley gets Coon Rapids on the board, nobody out.
Nice piece of hitting by Braden Farley as he jumped on that pitch. Put it to left center field, getting that RBI. That'll be RBI number 17 for Farley on the season. He's leading the club.
And now Kirby Peary. First pitch popped up left side of the infield. Underneath it is Bankston. He makes the catch for the first out.
Peary.
Bankston holding down the hot corner. Ben Leitner, the shortstop, to his left. On the right side of the infield, it's Cullen Stamp at second and Connor Fletcher at first. Blake Golden, Sam Peterson, and Jarrett Delorier right to left in the outfield. Brandon Bolin behind the plate, and Aaron Gosh looks now at Nick Lockinen and throws him an off-speed pitch for a strike.
Nick hitting 340 on this season. 53 at-bats. 18 hits, 5 for extra bases.
Boy, it just moves all over the place,
does.
and it drops in at the right spot that time for Gosh. It's 0-2. One out, the runner at first is Farley. It's a 2-1 game here in the bottom of the first inning. They'll check on Farley. He's back in plenty of time, but at least this time the throw from Gosh ended up in the glove of Fletcher.
And a nice throw for a pickoff move there as Fletcher's able to glove it.
There's another breaking pitch. This one chopped weakly to the right side. Fletcher in and races back to the base for the out. It moves Farley along, essentially a swinging bunt, but now 2 away for Coon Rapids.
Brings up Blake Peterson's also been hitting the ball well for the squad. 333 on the season.
That one misses high and starts Peterson out 1-0.
And this is a team that's raised their team average as well. Under 300 last time we did a game, at 305 now. I'm sorry, 308 as a squad.
Puts that one in over the plate and evens the count 1-1 to Peterson. Farley, the tying run at second, plenty of speed. If Peterson can find a hole and get it to the outfield. This one rolled to the right side, bobbled a bit by Stamp. Not able to, oh, he was able to get it in time. Just in time. Cardinals leave the tying run in scoring position, but it's 2-1 after one. We go to the second. Wayzata a chance at the plate again.
Completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma. I have a mentor, and she convinced me to continue my education.
No one receives a diploma alone.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, go get it. You can do it.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
Fast-paced family life in need of a slowdown?
Hello, I'm Dr. Spruce. Did you know all those green shapes on maps are parks and forests? It's true. Visit discovertheforest.org and plan to visit a park or forest near you, instead of just wondering what it would have been like.
While the word forest might make you think of distant lands from far, far away, please note parks and forests are closer than you think, which means things like beautiful scenery, fresh air, and family time are also closer than you think.
Back at Wintercrest Park, sun slowly sinking in the west. On a beautiful evening, light breeze here at the ballpark.
Hey, there we are. Yeah, it is, and a nice little turnout here tonight. Not a big crowd, but you know, it's certainly a nice night to get out, enjoy some baseball.
And a beautiful park to do it here in Coon Rapids. We do actually tend to be a little bit spoiled as to how excellent our facilities are.
Now, it's always been a good baseball community.
Bottom third of the order due up for Wayzata here in the top of the first inning. Braden Bankston, the third baseman, will lead off. First pitch, chopped to short. Bates throws plenty of time for out number one. Of course, that's how the first inning started.
Just going to say, that's exactly how that first inning started for Wayzata. Ground out to Bates.
Then they got a double on the very next pitch. Couple of walks and a single before Coon Rapids got a double play to end the inning. First pitch, fastball well up out of the zone to Blake Golden. Curveball misses low. Moving his sight line around quite a bit, but needs to can serve and find his zone. Fastball misses high, 3-0.
Yeah, we saw control issues in that first inning. We're seeing it again here in the second to start it off.
Fastball right in there, easy take for Golden at 3-0. Leaves that high, ball 4. And walk number 3 for Logan Severson, first time through the order.
Yeah, again, that's one thing Matt Mossy, the head coach for this Rapid squad, does not want to see. His early control problems from his starter. He only had, coming into this game, only 5 base on balls in 16 and a third innings. Already 3 here today.
Starts Delorier out with a strike. Right at the knees, right where he needs it to be. Curveball, chop foul. And it's 0-2.
Not a great situation here for Severson. Heading the count with one away.
Swinging strike on the fastball, and that's a big second out for Severson after giving up the walk.
Yeah, he blew that pitch by him to get that swinging strike. And as you mentioned, a big one at that, because they just concerned about this hitter at the plate and get out of the inning without any damage.
Back to the top of the order, Ben Leitner. Ground ball to short his first time up on the first pitch of the ball game. Watches this one dip down out of the zone, 1-0. Fastball chopped to Bates, takes it on about 4 hops. Little flipped to Xander Parr covering Logan Rothstein rather, covering the bag at second. And the inning is over. Midway through the second, it's Wayzata 2, Coon Rapids 1. You're watching American Legion Baseball on CTN.
Take your family out to the 4th of July celebration next to the Coon Rapids Ice Center, July 2nd through the 4th. Enjoy rides, carnival games, bingo, and live music. On Monday, July 2nd at 6 p.m., come and watch the parade along Mississippi Boulevard. Then on Wednesday, July 4th, the Coon Rapids Firecracker 5 and 10K kick things off, followed by the Kids Sparkler Dash. And don't miss the fireworks on the 4th. For details, check out coonrapidsmn.gov.
Your daughter is having trouble learning French. Do you A, hire a tutor?
Bonjour.
B, enforce a French-only rule at home? Or C, watch some foreign films? When it comes to parenting, there are no perfect answers, but that's okay, because you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Teens in foster care will love you just the same.
I wrote it. Oh, you did?
Back at the ballpark. Dogs welcome here at Wintercrest.
Yes.
They should get to enjoy this tremendous facility we have.
A lot of grass for them to
Known
roam.
for the notorious Knox Hill behind us. A great asset to the community in all types of weather.
Hey, we saw some young men running up it today in this heat.
Well, and it newly installed about a year, maybe almost 2 years ago. This one down the line and right, and it's going to fall in front of Golden, and a leadoff single for Nate Breams.
Breams, the designated hitter, came to the lineup, came to the plate hitting 208
That's exactly what you want out of your designated hitter. Go up there and hit it.
Yep.
And now first baseman Izzy Petrusin digs in. Wisely holds off at a breaking pitch that fell off the table, down and away, 1-0.
Izzy hitting 143 on the season, looking to see if that average can climb here.
Looks at that one well wide. Another moving pitch from Aaron Gosh, 2-0. Tried to speed it up and misses low, 3-0.
Now Gosh in a little bit of trouble. Behind the count 3-0 with a runner at first.
Well, he knows
does
the
not want to put him on.
Probably not green lighted. He will give a pump fake, but that pitch right down the middle. Sure, it's been watching all day long, 3-1. Comes back with that little biter that just kind of drops back in and down on the left-hander. Trying to battle all the way back from 3-0. The full count pitch from Aaron Gosh, and that's ball 4.
Yeah, again, try to take something off that pitch and a little bit high in the zone. That puts runners at first and second with nobody out.
And now Gosh in a little bit of trouble early here in the second inning. Xander Parr will come in, another left-handed bat. Got to be wary of the bunt now, so Bankston way in on the grass. Misses high, 1-0.
Xander's been really hitting the ball. He's hitting 405, 52 at bats. I'm sorry, 42 at bats, 17 hits. A couple for extra bases. Would be a good time for him to hit one here. Coon Rapids trying to, at the minimum, tie it up, down by a run.
This one hit to left, and Delorier comes in and makes the catch for out number 1.
Needed that first out.
And now Logan Rotseed.
Logan hitting 238 on the season. Looking to see if he can keep this inning moving forward. Being productive, trying
Pitch
to...
in the dirt, nice stop again by Bolin. Keeps it out in front of the plate. No chance for the runners to advance. But Gosh behind in the count to the Rapids number 9 hitter.
A great job of
Bolin
getting his body in front of it.
He's got to be active back there, because gosh, by golly, does he throw that pitch all over the place. This one grounded to first, knocked down by Fletcher. He gets the out at first. Almost got the out at second on Petrusin as well, but Petrusin able to slide in safely.
That was an important play. Get to second base here. Now you've got 2 away, but an opportunity top of the lineup with Bates to see if he can continue this inning, bring a run home. But big second out in the field for Wayzata.
Back to the top of the order, Jackson Bates reached on an error, moved to second on another error, and ended up scoring the only run for the Rapids in the bottom half of the first inning. Looks at a pitch for a strike. And now Gosh bends one a little bit too low. 1-1. This one grounded to the left side on a couple of hop. It's Leitner. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop by Fletcher ends the inning and ends the threat. We go to the third. Wayzata still leading 2-1. You're watching American Legion Baseball live on CTN.
Leaving hot coals improperly extinguished can cause a wildfire.
Hey guys, it's Smokey!
It looks as if Smokey is going to use the drown, stir, drown, and feel technique. After the first drown, a good start. Next, another drink. And finally, a close feel.
Is it cool? Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Smokey, catch! Oh, my bad, Smokey.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Take your family out to the 4th of July celebration next to the Coon Rapids Ice Center, July 2nd through the 4th. Enjoy rides, carnival games, bingo, and live music. On Monday, July 2nd, at 6 p.m., come and watch the parade along Mississippi Boulevard. Then on Wednesday, July 4th, the Coon Rapids Firecracker 5 and 10K kick things off, followed by the Kids Sparkler Dash. And don't miss the fireworks on the 4th. For details, check out coonrapidsmn.gov.
All the dogs having fun here at the ballpark today. Why not?
Beautiful, beautiful Midsummer's Eve.
They want to chase the balls. Can't do it.
Both pitchers have faced 10 men through 2 innings. Wayzata able to push one more across. They've got 2 more errors on the board as well.
Well, the Rapids had their chance to at least even it up in their bottom half of the second. Unfortunately for them, and fortunately for Wayzata, they got the job done and didn't allow a run to come across.
Yeah, first 2 men reaching and left stranded right there. And now Cullen Stamp, Brandon Bolin, and Sam Peterson, the scheduled hitters, and it's Severson coming out with a little breaking pitch. Cutter back out across the plate. Stamp watches for strike 1.
Well, Stamp had that double in the first inning.
Fastball misses inside.
Now patience at the plate by Cullen Stamp.
This one grounded to the left side, took a weird hop up over the head of Kirby Peary. And that'll be a base hit for Cullen Stamp. Just a weird, I was actually here watching the U15 AAA game last night, and they had something very similar in a very close to the same spot where it just on the edge of that infield dirt, the transition skips up and over and puts Stamp at first with nobody out.
Oh, back at the high school, we used to call that the Cardinal hop.
Little hit and run going. Bates backhands it deep in the hole, but gets it across to Petruson in plenty of time. Stamp will not have to worry about getting to second. It's as effective as a sacrifice bunt.
It is, and like you mentioned, he got a great jump in the hit and run. It will easily, no opportunity for Bates to go to second to get the lead runner. Had to make a solid throw over to first to Petruson.
And now Sam Peterson will walk his first time up. Takes the pitch inside, 1-0. He's had the longest at bat of the evening on either side of the ledger. A 7-pitch affair back in the first. Stamp stamping about behind the pitcher Severson, getting his attention and getting him to step off. A 1-0 pitch to Peterson is down in the dirt. Peterson tempted early, but leaves it alone, and he gets ahead in the count, 2-0.
And Lockett wasn't sure where it was at first. Certainly not an opportunity for Stamp to get over to third.
Big pitch right here for Logan Severson. Fastball in for a strike.
I heard you. So this one's for Joe.
This one hit towards center, out of the reach of Farley, and then he overran it, and they're going to send Stamp. He's going to score easily. That's going to be a Cardinal error and a base hit. Peterson on by the base hit, but the Cardinal error will score Stamp from third.
Well, that ball came off the bat a little weird. It looked like it had curve to it at the end, and Farley ended up running past it. Got by him. It kind of curved around, hit the ground, then curved back towards where Farley was.
Well, they haven't put a second error on the board for, or was that their first error? That was their first error.
That was their first.
So no RBI for Peterson, but a 3-1 lead for Wayzata, and he's aboard at first with one away.
I think Lockinen got a little plate dust in his eye. Had to take that mask off and try and get it out.
Carzares. Batter had the 2-run single in the first. This one hit well to left, back, and over the head of Xander Parr. Peterson had to stay close to first, so he's not able to score. It was hard to tell whether he would be able to make that catch or not.
Boy, he drilled that pitch to the deepest part of left field. Parr trying to track it down, but it's going to get over his head. Again, he's looking for that pitch, trying to figure out if he had the opportunity to reach. It goes to the wall.
I'm guessing Coach Anders Dezurak was thinking that's a run he should have had.
No.
Runner should have been almost to second base. Finding out whether the fielder could actually track it down. He'd had plenty of time, even if he had, to jog back to first before he could get turned around and make a relay. But either way, 2 in scoring position for Connor Fletcher. He hit into a double play that ended that first inning. This time 1 out and runners in scoring position.
Looking to see if he can redeem himself for that double play.
Pitch misses outside, 2-0. That one gets out of the tip of Lockinen's glove. Play at the plate, and the runner is out.
Yeah, big out at the plate too. And you know, we talked about the distance between home plate and the back of the fence. And it didn't get by him that far where he was able to.
No, he got most of it.
Yeah.
Got back maybe 10 feet, and Severson there well in time to cover, and just no chance as Peterson is out at the plate. Carzares does move over to third. 2-1 pitch hit to short center, and it's going to fall between Parr and Farley. Jogging home is Carzares, and it's a 4-1 lead.
You can put it where they ain't. That time, right, and Rotzine tried to get out from his position at second base to see if he could bring that in, but it fell, hit the green between where Farley was coming in from center and where Rotzine was coming back from second.
Don't have to hit it all that hard, just put it where they ain't. Nice little cutter bending away from Bankston gets Severson ahead the count, 0-1. 2 runs across on 4 hits in the inning for Wayzata. They've pushed their lead to 4-1. Runner is off. This one lifted to short right. Coming in to make the catch is Peterson for out number 3, but 2 more across the board. A 4-1 lead for Wayzata as we head to the bottom of the 3rd on CTN.
What to expect when you're expecting a teenager.
Today we're talking about how to wake up your teen, and this works literally every time.
kisses. Good kisses. You heard how loud
I heard. It wasn't you. Yeah. It was the...
Is that bacon?
You don't have to know it all to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
145 over 92.
180 over 111.
I had a heart attack, a cardiac arrest, and then a stroke.
This is what high blood pressure looks like. You might not feel its symptoms, but the results from a heart attack or stroke are far from invisible or silent. Get back on your plan, or talk with your doctor to create an exercise, diet, and medication plan that works for you. Go to loweryourhbp.org.
If I would have followed a treatment plan, I would not be in this situation.
Hole just got a little bit deeper for the home squad in the top half of this third inning. 2 more Wayzata runs, and it's Farley, Peary, and Lockett looking to answer for Coon Rapids.
Yeah, still plenty of time, obviously, just the bottom half of the third.
This one foul out of play. Farley, an RBI single his first time up.
Post 334, just an out away from getting out with just the 1 run. Unfortunately, they did let that 4th run come in to give Wayzata that 3-run lead.
Curveball misses down and away. And Gosh has got to have a lot of confidence in his catcher with the multiple breaking pitches he throws. And Bolin has really done a nice job of keeping everything in front of him to this point in the ball game.
Yeah, definitely that's the key. Obviously, you want to stop it any way you can.
2-1 to Farley. Fastball misses low, and Farley in the driver's seat now can be picky with a 3-1 count leading off the bottom of the third inning. Reaches out and pokes this one towards right. High arc gives Golden plenty of time to get there for out number 1.
Yeah, that pitch looked to the outside. He did reach out to see if he could poke that in and find some green, but a little bit too much underneath it. As you mentioned, allowing Golden to get over there and make the catch.
Kirby Peary popped up the first pitch he saw. An easy play for the third baseman. This time going after that high breaking pitch again. This time following it back and out of play.
Yeah, Kirby was playing so well towards the end of the high school season, then hurt his back. Had to miss the end of it. And kind of been, playing his way back in, but been playing a lot as of late.
All-conference player during the season for the Coon Rapids High School squad. A little bit of a late call, but breaking pitch clips the corner and gets it a 1-2 advantage for Aaron Gosh. Up high evens the count.
Yeah, tried to bend that one to see if he could get some drop.
Well, again, he moves it a couple of different ways, different amounts of break to his stuff, and he's trying to move him around the zone as well. That one way out of the zone, and easy take for Peary to get to a full count.
Well, he called Bolin off about 3 pitches before he decided which one he wanted to throw.
Don't think that's the one he was after.
No.
Misses off the edge, and it's ball 4 to put Peary aboard with 1 away. Nick Lockett chopped one to first. His first time up.
Nick drives the ball well. He's looking to see if he can drive something in this situation.
Well, again, you're not going to get a lot of speed out of Gosh, and it's hard to square up pitches that are moving all over the place and highly unpredictable, which is what his stuff has been. A mystery for the most part for the Coon Rapids batters. 2 hits, 1 run through 2 innings. Runner is going, pitch is low, and Peary in there standing is the throw well off target and nowhere near in time. Good speed gets the run into scoring position for the Coon Rapids squad.
That's Kirby's 3rd stolen base of the season.
That one in there, locking in, lays off, 2-1.
He does have some speed to him. We've seen him lead off a number of times. Peary, I'm talking about.
Misses away, not paying a ton of attention to him in the middle infield. Ben Leitner over to make him think about it a little bit at short. Stamp creeping that way as well, keep him close. That's ball 4 missing inside to put Lockinen at first. So 2 on, 1 out for Bryce Peterson. Another guy that, if he gets a hold of one, he was also an all-conference player for the high school squad. And they're going to throw a pinch runner out there. And Shapiro's digging deeply to find out who number 9 is.
Not on the score sheet, but I'll find him.
Bryce Peterson digs in, hoping to do some damage. And that one bends right where it needs to get Gosh ahead in the count 0-1.
That'd be Ayrton Ost.
Of course it would. Who else would it be?
Well, if I turned the sheet over and looked at the pitchers, I would have found that without having to dig so hard.
There you go. Gosh backs off with 2 runners aboard, only 1 out here in the bottom of the 3rd inning, trying to protect a newly built 4-1 lead for his Wayzata squad. Looks back at the runner, now brings to the plate. A curveball that's nicely blocked by Bolin behind the dish. But you've got to come at him. You can't try and tickle the edges and allow this to become a really big inning. This one hit toward the gap on the right side. Nicely scooped on the run by Colin Stamp. He'll get the out at first. Both runners move up, but it's a big second out for Wayzata.
Yeah, Stamp did a really nice job of moving to his left to get that ground ball, and then a quick little spin and throw over to Fletcher for the out. That's a big second out for Wayzata. Again, nice movement.
It's deep in the hole.
Yeah, a nice movement, and he's going to do a little pirouette and toss it over to Fletcher and get him plenty of time.
Beautifully done. Big second out now. Nate Breams had a single his first time up. A single here could bring home a couple. Breams left stranded at 3rd base back in the 2nd inning. This one hit toward left, and it will fall in front of Delorier. It is going to score both runs. A 2-run single for Nate Breams, and it's a 1-run ball game.
Yeah, Breams with doing a nice job of getting a hold of that one, and Delorier, not much he could do about coming in on it to make the catch. And good base running lead to two more runs, and now it's 4-3 in favor of Wayzata. Coon Rapids doing a good job of cutting into that lead here on 1 pitch. Breams with a hit to the outfield and 2 RBI. That's going to give him 7 on the season.
Petruson a walk his first time up. First pitch swinging, but just fouled down the right field line.
He turned on that one.
He puts that one in play, and that's dangerous. Peterson, yeah. I don't know that he'd score all the way from 3rd on that, but he'd have a chance because where it was going into the corner, it would have been interesting to see Golden try and track it down and see if they would try and push Peterson, but regardless, it's just 0-1, and Breams is staying put at first for now. Petruson able to lay off. It's ball 1, evens the count. This one foul and will get out of play over behind the Coon Rapids dugout, right off the top of it, in fact. Good hustle from behind the plate by Brandon Bolin. 1-2.
And looking for a big 3rd out of this inning. Gosh would like to get Petruson right here. Still up by a run.
This one sent sky high on the right side. In foul territory as Fletcher makes the catch and ends the inning Wayzata gets 2 in the top half. Coon Rapids responds with 2 in the home half. We go to the fourth with Wayzata up 4-3 on CTN.
Take your family out to the 4th of July celebration next to the Coon Rapids Ice Center July 2nd through the 4th. Enjoy rides, carnival games, bingo, and live music. On Monday, July 2nd at 6 p.m., come and watch the parade along Mississippi Boulevard. Then on Wednesday, July 4th, the Coon Rapids Firecracker 5 and 10K kick things off, followed by the Kids Sparkler Dash. And don't miss the fireworks on the 4th. For details, check out coonrapidsmn.gov. Did you know you can report problems to the city with your smartphone? Download the Coon Rapids app. The Report It feature allows you to describe the problem, snap a photo, and submit it directly to the city work order system. It's an easy way to report a pothole, broken street light, or other neighborhood concern. No smartphone? Then hop online and report your concern through the city's website. City maintenance problems solved the easy way. Coon Rapids Report It.
Back at the ballpark. Our camera operators have found a new puppy. If you're on 4 legs and come to Winter Craze, we're gonna get you all on camera.
Pretty soon fans will be asking them for their autographs.
Blake Golden, Jarrett Delorier will start off for Wayzata, then back to the top of their order. Severson foots the rubber for the 4th time and starts with a fastball for a strike. Walked Golden, first time up. Swinging strike at a pitch that dropped out of the zone. Great scoop by Lockinen. And quickly 0-2.
Yeah, and Severson would like a quick inning here. Get his club back to the plate after cutting that lead to 1.
Misses off the outside edge, and Golden able to take it. Keep this at bat going, 1-2. Misses outside with a breaking pitch this time, evens the count.
Good patience at the plate by him. Even that count up.
Fastball called, strike 3, and Golden goes down without a fight to start the 4th. Second strikeout, of the ball game for Logan Severson. No strikeouts through 3 innings for Aaron Gosh.
And again, a nice way to start the inning here for Severson.
Delorier, the other strikeout victim. Went down swinging on 3 pitches. His turn at the dish back in the 2nd inning. Now with 1 out, nobody on, he's ahead in the count, 2-0. Up and in, 3-0.
Yeah, we saw a little bit of this from Severson earlier. This, getting behind 3-0 to a batter.
And that is ball 4. So he gets the strikeout and follows it with a 4-pitch walk. Well, there was a stretch back in the 2nd inning after getting ahead in the count 0-1. He threw 6 straight balls, walking Bolin, and then Peterson was ahead in the count 2-0 on his way to a walk. Brolin would then score in the inning, 1 of 2. This pitch down, called a strike. Throw is there, and he is out. Delorier gunned down by the good arm of Nick Lockinen.
Yeah, was that trying to be aggressive on the base pass, and Lockinen made him pay.
Second time that he's got an assist.
The throw down.
And caught a man stealing.
Yeah, even a little bit to the other side of the base, able to come across, get the sweep tag.
Pitch down and away to Leitner.
And more importantly, it eliminates the runner on the base paths. Puts that second out of the inning.
This one chopped back to Severson. He'll jog over. Little underhanded flip to Petruson. And the Wayzata squad retired quickly in the top of the fourth. They lead 4-3 as we move through this ball game at Wintercrest on CTN.
So we were walking to school.
I started thinking about lunch. Mom packed me turkey and cheese.
She's
I really want
smart.
cheese pizza.
Sometimes her mind wanders.
We should have a sleepover.
I remember saying, Laura?
I think I heard Mom say something.
The sign says don't walk.
Sometimes it's so overwhelming.
I really hope she doesn't
I
have
really
another
hope I
bad
don't
day
have
at
another
school
bad day at
today.
school today.
When you can see learning and attention issues from their side, you can be on their side. Go to understood.org, a free online resource with support and tools to help your child thrive.
Got a really quick start here at Wintercrest this evening. A two-run single by Mark Carazeras in the top of the first, put Wayzata on the board. A couple of errors helped the Cardinals capitalize in the bottom half, with Farley driving in the 2-1 run. Then 4 hits and 2 more runs in the top of the third for Wayzata to push it to 4-1. And a 2-run single by Nate Breams, his second hit of the ball game. That's what you want out of your DH. Drives in 2 in the third. That's where we're at, 4-3 in favor of the visitors from Wayzata post 118. Xander Parr, Logan Rotzine, and then back to the top of the order for Coon Rapids. First pitch, Parr puts it into right, but in good position is Blake Golden for out number 1.
Yeah, Golden right there. Didn't have to move too much to record that out. Just a bit to his right.
Logan Rotzine, a ground ball to first. His first time up. Able to advance a couple of runners, but a second out for Wayzata that helped the post 118 squad from giving up a run that inning. So far, all the scoring done on both sides of the ledger done in the odd innings. The first and the third. Wayzata obviously able to push one more across to this point.
Well, the Rapids would like to change that here in the bottom half of the fourth.
Bends that one over to get Rotzine 2-1.
Brandon Farley getting some throws in the bullpen for the Rapids squad.
This one he hit to the left side off the heel of the glove of Bankston and skips past Leitner. And Rotzine on with the third error of the ball game for Wayzata. 2 early in the first put Bates, back-to-back errors really, put Bates on and then moved him to second.
There you see it, Bankston not able to control it. Would have been tough even if Leitner had been able to get to the ball and get over there.
Well, that's one you gotta have.
Yeah,
that's why the error goes on the board. Just 3 hits in the ball game for the Rapids through 3 innings. 2 of them from their DH. Back to the top of the order, Jackson Bates with 1 out and 1 on. First pitch chopped, couple of hops to third, gets the out at second, but Stamp's throw not in time to beat Bates down the line, and he keeps the inning alive.
Yeah, good play. Make sure they got that lead runner, but Bates with some speed down the line, able to make sure he got to first before the throw. See it again. Here's Bankston with the throw over to Stamp, and Bates just able to beat that out.
Braden Farley, RBI single and a fly to right, his 2 trips. They chase Bates back to the bag successfully this time. A throwing error in the first allowed him to get to second. This one hit to center. A diving catch by Sam Peterson will end the inning. Looked like that one was going to be out of reach. Peterson said, no, sir. The Superman catch in center by Super Sam Peterson means it's a scoreless fourth inning. We go to the fifth with Wayzata leading 4-3.
Take your family out to the 4th of July celebration next to the Coon Rapids Ice Center, July 2nd through the 4th. Enjoy rides, carnival games, bingo, and live music. On Monday, July 2nd, at 6 p.m., come and watch the parade along Mississippi Boulevard. Then on Wednesday, July 4th, the Coon Rapids Firecracker 5 and 10K kick things off, followed by the Kids Sparkler Dash. And don't miss the fireworks on the 4th. For details, check out coonrapidsmn.gov.
Hi, I'm Peter, and there's nothing I love more than sharing vegetables with my friends. Come on in! Help yourself to anything. That's why we give our food the utmost respect it deserves. Did you know there are simple steps we can all take to help save food? You can cook it, store it, even share it. Just don't waste it. Because when it comes to food, better ate than never. To learn more, visit savethefood.com.
Fluffy puppies and short puppies and
all
kinds of
dogs here.
Puppy dogs at the ballpark on a late summer, well, midsummer, I guess, afternoon, evening. We start the fifth with Wayzata leading 4-3.
Wearing a coat.
And here is where we've seen the scoring is the odd innings. Cullen Stamp has 2 of the 4 runs for Wayzata. He's got 2 of the 6 hits, including a double in the first that got it started. Trying to jam him inside, handcuff him a bit. This one, he turns on inside and slips it past the diving Pieri at third. And he's going to dig for 2. The throw is there, and he is out.
A nice throw, too, from Parr in left. And I don't blame him from going. That got down the line pretty quickly, and he's got some speed trying to stretch that single into a double. Parr picks it up, bare hands it.
Well, you saw him do the double clutch. And Brolin can't lay off of the first offering from Severson. Pitch misses down and away, and guess what? He'd be at second base right now.
He would.
Bolin, a walk and a ground out. His 2 times at the dish. Locking and taking a bit of the beating behind the plate. Both catchers.
Yep.
His counterpart standing in there knows the pain after dealing with his curveballer. Fastball is there to even the count, 2-2. Reaches out for a curveball and chops a slow one in front of Pieri. Bare hands, thrown nowhere near in time. Gets past Petruson, and Brolin is going to run and move over to second. Second error of the ball game for the Rapids. That also will be a single and an error.
That's one of those balls I think you just hang on to. You don't try and make that throw at this point. Would have been awful tough for him to get him. And now you allow that, you get that error and you allow the runner to get to second with just 1 away.
Pitch up and in to Sam Peterson. Peterson has reached both times. Walked in the first, singled in the third. He was caught trying to come home in that 2-run third inning, as the ball hadn't gotten far enough away from the catcher. This one takes a weird hop, skips away from Petruson. They're going to hold Brolin at third, as Peterson able to get there quickly, but runners at the corners.
That was hit hard down the line, and head coach Matt Mossy now is going to take his first walk to the mound. We saw Braden Farley warming up earlier, but again, just kind of a shot at Petruson, not able to field that cleanly. Goes off his glove.
Second error of the inning for Coon Rapids. They have not awarded a single for Bolin. They did put the error up there, but I didn't think he was going to get him even with the best of throws. I think Brolin beat that out for a single, advanced to second on the error. That's the way it's going in my book, Shapiro.
Yeah, unofficially.
Peterson will reach on the error charged to Petruson, and there's 2 runners on with 1 out. On a weird one to start the 5th. It started with a single to center, the runner thrown out trying to advance, then a single plus error, then an error, and we have runners at the corners. 1 out, and a pretty good hitter in Mike Cazares. He's got a single, a double, and 2 RBIs 2 times up. He also scored what right now is the go-ahead run.
Yeah, it's a pretty nice evening so far for him at this point. And obviously with 1 away, would like to build this league, get some of those insurance runs back.
They like to score in the even inning or odd innings. They like to score in bunches. Called strike on the breaking pitch. Drew a healthy groan from the Wayzata faithful.
It certainly did.
But it gets Severson ahead. The count 0-2. He goes back to it this time. Doesn't get the call, and it's 1-2. Coon Rapids did have an inning-ending double play back in the first. Could use one again here. Try and help that hole from getting any deeper. Fastball misses low. It's 2-2.
Yeah, if he could, if he could get Cazares in an opportunity to ground into a double play, that would be huge. If he can also get him out at the plate, that would be big too, considering the night he's having.
Curveball bounces in the dirt, gets past Lackinen. Both runners will advance easily. And push the lead to 5-3 in favor of the visiting squad from 118 of Wayzata.
One way to get the run home, down in the dirt off of Lackinen. Gonna be no opportunity, obviously, to get the runner at the plate. Not even another runner scoring position with 1 away.
And a full count to the batter, Mike Cazares.
You gotta be careful here. I mean, you certainly don't want to walk him, but you don't want to give him anything he can hit.
Fastball popped back out of play, and this battle will continue. Top half of the 5th inning, Wayzata now a 5-3 lead. Peterson the runner at second. Still only 1 out. This one chopped to the left side. They look the runner back, still trying to advance and making it before the tag is Peterson. It was a good job. Peary chased him nearly all the way back to the bag, but good speed by Peterson. Gets another run just 90 feet away on the ground out.
Yeah, heads up base running there, because now you get your runner to third. Still 2 away now, but that way just even a shallow single is going to score a run.
Connor Fletcher, an RBI in the 3rd. This one skips underneath the glove of Lackinen And chase coming home is Sam Peterson. This has not been a pretty inning for the Cardinals. A wild pitch, a pass ball, 2 errors in the inning.
It's what you call an ugly inning. And you can see the frustration locking and that ball getting by him.
Connor Fletcher, an RBI single, or an RBI double rather, his first time up, or second time up. One of those ups.
One of those at bats?
No, he did have an RBI single in the third after hitting into the double play in the first. 1-1 now here in the fifth, as Wayzata has again put up at least 2 in an odd inning. It was just foul wide at first. Gets Severson ahead in the count, 1-2. Curveball, he got just enough of it. Locking in, trying to convince our umpire. I caught it. Off the ground, doesn't count. 1-2.
Well, he tried to sell it. I applaud him for that.
Absolutely. This one hit on a line to center, but Farley just has to trot to his left to make the play and end the inning. But 2 more for Wayzata, has them up 6-3 midway through the fifth. You're watching American Legion Baseball live on CTN.
The Coon Rapids Recycling Center can help you recycle all of your old appliances and electronics. From your old refrigerator to washers and dryers, we can help you recycle your appliances and keep them out of the waste stream, which is required by state law. When it comes to electronics, some fees may apply. Check our website for more details. The Coon Rapids Recycling Center, helping you recycle even more.
Take your family out to the 4th of July celebration next to the Coon Rapids Ice Center, July 2nd through the 4th. Enjoy rides, carnival games, bingo, and live music. On Monday, July 2nd, at 6 p.m., come and watch the parade along Mississippi Boulevard. Then on Wednesday, July 4th, the Coon Rapids Firecracker 5 and 10K kick things off, followed by the Kids Sparkler Dash. And don't miss the fireworks on the 4th. For details, check out coonrapidsmn.gov.
Wayzata post 118 puts up a 2 spot in the first, and again in the third, and again in the fifth.
Nice way to build a lead.
Coon Rapids, 334 team, scored a run in the first, answered with 2 in the third. Can they respond in kind again here in the odd inning? Aaron Gosh staked again to a 3-run lead by his offense. Faces the middle of the order for the Rapids team. Kirby Peary walked and scored in the third. Nick Lockett in behind him also walked and scored, so they haven't done the damage the way you maybe look at the heart of your order to get the job done, but there's no denying they've found their way around the bases in that third inning. Pitch stays up high, 3-1. Oh, that's ball 4.
That's a 4-pitch walk.
That's not the start that Gosh was looking for.
But it's definitely the start that Coon Rapids is looking for. Trailing by 3.
Get the leadoff man on base, and he's got speed. They keep him close over at first, and Peary back safely. Locking in a grounder to first and a walk. Like to try and add to the team's hit totals right here and start an inning for his team as we get closer to the late innings. Good looking pitch right there to start him out 0-1. Not easy to time up what Gosh is bringing.
Yeah, I'd much rather see him throw some smoke, but he doesn't do that.
Not a lot. There's a strike on the fastball right there, though. It's 0-2.
Not even when he does it. It's not an overwhelming fastball by any means. But he's got, you talked about all game, he's got such great movement on his pitches. Doesn't need to have that fastball necessarily. At least
that one misses upstairs, 1-2. He has definitely kept Coon Rapids off balance most of the game, just 3 hits allowed. 3 errors on the board for each team.
Another good stop by Bolin. I've been impressed with him behind the plate. He's done a nice job.
Pierre chased back to the bag one more time. Two pitch. Chop to the left side. Rolls to Leitner. He'll go the short way and get one. The relay is in time. And
nope.
We went back and forth, and they say
no. They say he beat that one out.
So they get the lead runner.
Now, if you're going to get one, that's the one you want to get, obviously. But there's the throw over to second. We'll see it, the play at first.
It's awfully close. Bang,
Awfully
bang.
close.
You can see the umpire about to ring him up and then said safe. And I say tie goes to the runner. Good call. Bryce Peterson.
Yeah, it's not even Pete Larkin. Good call.
Stands in, and that one clips the inside corner, 0-1. So now it's locking and staying at first to run this time. And Gosh fired up. Gets ahead in the count, 0-2.
Oh,
One didn't miss by much. Peterson very tempted.
Hard to hold off of that one.
But missing outside, and it's 1-2. This one back toward the dugout and will fall in the ballpark. Good effort from Brandon Bolin, but not able to slide in underneath it. And it's just a high strike. 2-2 again to Peterson. One out, locking in the runner at first.
Yeah, that would have been a big run had he been a big out. I'm sorry, if he'd been able to get there.
Waits on it and lofts it into right. Easy play for Golden, and Lockinen will get back in plenty of time at first.
Big second out for Wayzata in the field, as Coon Rapids not able to advance Lockinen from first yet.
And now Nate Breams, who has 2 of the team's 3 hits, both singles. The last one did drive in a pair of runs for the home squad back in the 3rd inning. That one moved a whole lot and ends up being called a strike. Breams rolls this one to 3rd. Bankston will go to Stamp at 2nd. He tags and out number 3, and it's 6-3 as we go to the 6th. You're watching American Legion Baseball live on CTN.
Eva Marie smoked 12,000 packs of cigarettes over 15 years.
She quit, and now there's a new lung cancer screening that could save her life. You stopped smoking. Now start screening. No matter how much you smoked, early detection could save you. Talk to your doctor or learn more at savedbythescan.org.
Look at you. You're at the top of your game. You're unstoppable. Nothing can throw you off track. Wait, is that your car? Uh-oh. Yeah, I saw that coming. That will throw you off track. You're looking at around 10 grand in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Let's try this again. Smart move. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Oh my goodness, everybody came out to play at the ballpark. Fortunately, the team from Wayzata won 18. Legion decided to come out and play. They have a 6-3 lead as we get ready to start inning number 6. The sun has set. Lights have not come on yet. Early start here tonight at 6:15. Typically do 7 to 7:30, but this game moving along pretty well. All the scoring in the odd innings, and it is favored. Okay, maybe it hasn't.
It hasn't quite yet.
Feels like it's set because it went behind that big cloud there. I was trying to be poetic. All right, leave me alone.
Do we have some violin music we can play behind that?
The sun may not set before we're done. Well, I've missed you, Shapiro. It's been 2 weeks since we've seen one another.
I know. Thank God for FaceTime.
Busy, very busy summer. Braden Bankston, Blake Golden, and Jarrett Deloria are the scheduled hitters. First pitch rolled to short. Bates to Petruson for out number 1.
Well, I think this is the 3rd inning where we've seen Wayzata start exactly with that play, ground out to Bates at short.
Second time that it has been Braden Bankston. Yep. Yeah, on the first pitch of an inning, 3 times out of 6 innings.
What are the odds?
Not very likely, and all have been pretty much that same play.
Yep.
Easy, slow roller. Blake Golden looks at a pitch high and outside, 1-0. Chops this one into the ground. Charging is Bates. The throw in time, out number 2.
So far, Jackson Bates having a little bit of a work this half inning here in the top of the 6th. A couple of ground ball outs to him.
Got 7 assists in the game. So yeah, he's had his glove on the ball a little bit. First pitch, reaching out and poking it to Petruson, where he catches it fading into foul territory. And that's about as quick as you can get. 4 pitches gets Coon Rapids right back to the dish. Bottom of the 6th inning after this on CTN.
Take your family out to the 4th of July celebration next to the Coon Rapids Ice Center, July 2nd through the 4th. Enjoy rides, carnival games, bingo, and live music. On Monday, July 2nd at 6 p.m., come and watch the parade along Mississippi Boulevard. Then on Wednesday, July 4th, the Coon Rapids Firecracker 5 and 10K kick things off, followed by the Kids Sparkler Dash. And don't miss the fireworks on the 4th. For details, check out coonrapidsmn.gov.
It was the bottom third of the order for Wayzata in the 6th. They were done on 4 pitches. It is the bottom third of the order due up here in the bottom of the 6th now for Coon Rapids. And the first pitch is sent into left center by Izzy Petrusin. And Izzy starting with a hit? Yes, he is.
Oh, and that is definitely the way you want to start here if you're Coon Rapids. Down to your last 6 outs. And you want you're down by 3. You want to start this inning off well, and Izzy delivers.
Now Xander Parr, a couple of fly balls, one to left, one to right. Curveball from Gosh misses down and in, 1-0.
Now is as good a time as any for your first hit of the ball game.
Looks at one that bends at the letters and evens the count, 1-1. Pitch down in the dirt. Not going to get it far enough away from Bolin to give Petrusin a chance to advance, but it does get Parr ahead in the count 2-1. Coon Rapids needing a bit of a big inning. This one hit high and right at center field, and a pretty easy play for Peterson. And at least Parr has sprayed the outfield, one to left, one to center, one to right. Not the night he was hoping for.
No, definitely not. You want to find the green when you're spraying the ball around the outfield. But as you mentioned, Peterson just have to go back a little bit to record that out. First one of the inning.
Logan Rothstein reached on an error. Then retired on the next pitch on a fielder's choice. We've had a lot of very short at-bats. Here's another one. On the second pitch, Parr a solid single into right. 2 hits from your 7 and 9 hitters. A little something going here in the bottom of the 6th inning as they turn the order back over.
Yeah, obviously you've got to make a comeback at this point, and now with just one away and runners at first and second, pretty good hitter, and Jackson Bates come to the plate, see if he can move these runners along.
No throw, but at least Chase Petrusin back to the bag at second. Bates looking for his first hit. He's reached base twice, once on an error and once on a fielder's choice.
Gotta call that next time.
They're going to try and get him, and they did. Petrusin doesn't believe it, but that's not an out the Cardinals can afford at this point in the ballgame.
Well, he had a pretty good-sized lead, and I really like the way what Colin Stamp just kind of snuck in there behind him, and Gosh did a good job of realizing where he was. You're going to see him just turn and fire, and yeah, they got him.
Oh, yeah.
Got him on the hand.
This one hit hard to the hole. Stamp's throw goes wide. They're going to try and catch the runner at third, but Rothstein slides in safely. Another error for...
That'll be the 4th. You see the...
This one will be charged to Stamp after he snuck in and got that out. How big was that pickoff now?
Huge.
Braden Farley, 1 for 3, takes a strike, 0-1.
Well, Coon Rapids would like it just at least 1 run here in the bottom half of the 6th.
Down in the dirt, great scoop by Bolin. Wow, was that impressive.
He's gonna be sore a little bit, I think, after this game. He's had to go to his right, to his left, and to his knees quite a bit to keep that ball in front of him.
Great job attacking this ball. He knew where it was going He got there first. High fly to left. Should be easy for Delorier, and it is. That's out number 3. We go to the 7th. It's Wayzata 6, Coon Rapids 3. You're watching American Legion Baseball on CTN.
Meals on Wheels gives me a chance to be totally selfless. More than the food itself, a lot of seniors don't have family. So just to have someone to talk to, just to say, hey, how was your day? That means so much more than a meal could ever mean. We have to look outside of ourselves to be that lifeline to other people. It's worth it.
Take your family out to the 4th of July celebration next to the Coon Rapids Ice Center, July 2nd through the 4th. Enjoy rides, carnival games, bingo, and live music. On Monday, July 2nd, at 6 p.m., come and watch the parade along Mississippi Boulevard. Then on Wednesday, July 4th, the Coon Rapids Firecracker 5 and 10K kick things off, followed by the Kids Sparkler Dash. And don't miss the fireworks on the 4th. For details, check out coonrapidsmn.gov.
Look at that.
7th inning.
Everybody's got to be hydrated, Joe.
Wayzata at 6-3 lead, hoping to add a little more pad. Another one of the recently added amenities here at Wintercrest Park, the disc golf course.
And you have yet to play it, Mr. Young.
I wasn't going to point that out.
I'm pointing it out.
Friend Dan Schnabel, a big part of getting the course set up and did a lot of the design and a lot of the work in helping make that a reality, and I have yet to go play.
I think you should make a point before the summer's over to play the course.
I think you are correct. Top of the order due up for the Wayzata squad, and the top of the order has done most of the damage. 5 of the 6 runs from their 2, 3, and 4 hitters. Oh, and it was their 5th hitter that scored the 6th.
You know, when you play disc golf, will you allow me to come along and caddy for you?
Sure.
Being the meteorologist, I got to figure out the wind and things for you. So
I don't know that it would help with as long as
I have a white jumpsuit. I have a white jumpsuit I could put on, and
that would be fantastic. 1-1 pitch, called the strike on the outside edge. Leitner behind in the count, 1-2. Leitner, the leadoff man, has been shut out thus far. 3 groundouts in his 3 trips. Swings and misses at that one in the dirt. And he's not even going to try and run it out. Just shakes his head, allows himself to be tagged as he heads back to the dugout.
Yeah, that's a pitch, obviously, at bat there you'd like to have back as he waves at that one down in the dirt.
Breaking pitch, misses low. Cullen Stamp, 3 for 3, has scored twice. This one lifted into right down the line. It's going to be trouble and just foul.
Just a long foul ball.
This one back up the middle on a line that can be caught by the shortstop, Jackson Bates.
Nice put out for the shortstop.
Again, he's been busy.
He has been busy.
Brandon Bolin, a walk, a ground out, and a single. He has also scored twice. This one hit towards center. Farley is in, makes the catch. And Wayzata retired 1-2-3 in the top of the 7th. Coon Rapids needs 3 to tie, 4 to take the victory. We'll see if they can do it in the bottom of the 7th after this on CTN.
Open road, here comes the Heffley family.
Whether it's a short trip or a long haul.
Estimated time 47 hours.
They will beg.
You're hungry? I'm happy to provide.
They will plead.
Deep fried butter on a stick.
But whatever you do, don't wimp out.
Now you're talking?
Make them buckle up.
He can't hurt.
Remember, safety first. Cheese curls second.
Are you orange?
Listen, I realize that I'm not perfect, but it all really started to change because you judge me for having a problem. No one is going to know that I need help. I need help. I know that no one is going to judge me for having a problem. I realize that I'm not perfect, but it all really started to change because you listen.
It's crunch time at Wintercrest. Home team trailing Wayzata 7-3, or 6-3 rather, as we head to the bottom of the 7th.
Yeah, down to the last 3 outs. Pretty good hitter at the plate. One that can get things going, but they've got a little, as you mentioned, a hole to dig out of.
Kirby Peary, Nick Lockinen, and Bryce Peterson, the scheduled hitters. And Aaron Gosh has been curving it all around the plate all evening for Wayzata, making it very difficult for the Rapids to square much up. Peary has reached twice, both on walks, scored once. He's ahead in the count 3-0 here to lead off the bottom of the 7th.
And Gosh would definitely not like to give him the free pass in this situation. We saw a little bit of movement in the bullpen earlier for Wayzata, but really nothing since.
Gosh doesn't throw a lot of fastballs, but forced to in that situation, and Peary taking all the way on a 3-0 pitch. This one lifted is short right and could be trouble, but there in time is Golden from right for out number 1.
Again, getting under that pitch a little bit, lifted a little bit higher than he wanted to. He was shaking his head as he's coming back after recording that first out here in the bottom of the 7th. But Golden doing a nice job of getting on his horse, covering some ground, and making that catch.
Now Nick Lockinen. 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. That one nowhere close.
But
and I think everyone would have understood if Bolin just waved at that one and said, yeah.
He's smiling too. He looks over at the dugout and a big smile on his face. He's had a nice night behind the plate.
Well, it wouldn't surprise me to hear those two chattering up there, as they've both been busy behind the dish for their respective teams. Got to respect that type of athleticism and work, and this is a solid single right back through the box for Nick Lockinen.
Yeah, nice job by Nick just pushing that ball up through the middle. 1 out single.
They're going to put Ayrton Ost out there to run for him.
Sixth hit of the night for Coon Rapids.
Bryce Peterson 0 for 3. A couple of ground outs and a fly ball to right. Fastball clips the inside edge, 0-1.
Yeah, good time to break that 0 for 3. Right here in the bottom half of the 7th.
Pitch falls too early and out of the zone, 1-1. Down in the dirt, and this time Bolin is not going to be able to keep it in front of him. Ost able to go over to second on the wild pitch pretty easily. Not going to try and push it to third.
Yeah, that just went, it took a hard hop to his left. And Bolin really just could barely get his glove on it.
Comes back with a called strike, bending to the inside on the left-handed hitter. 2-2. Had to protect as that one had the potential to fall through the zone.
Yeah, it really did.
He likes that pitch a lot with 2 strikes. He's got a lot of drop on that curveball. The cutter's been dancing. And he's been putting them all over the plate in different places. There's another one that Peterson gets hold of and at least keeps his at bat alive at 2-2. We'll try it again.
Yeah, and this is not a situation you want to really look at the pitch unless you really know it's out of the zone. You want to at least fight it off, stay alive.
This one hit pretty well toward right center. It's going to split the outfielders. Easily scoring on this one will be Ost. And standing up with an RBI double is Bryce Peterson with 1 out.
Oh, nice piece of hitting there by Blake Peterson as he gave that one a ride. Getting the RBI, cutting the lead to 2. Andres Zurak, head coach for Wayzata, as you see that nice base hit there. Coming out to talk to his pitcher. We'll see if he makes a change. I think
his first trip to the mound of the evening. His pitch count getting up there,
he's
pretty
going
steep. And we're going to have our first pitching change of the ball game here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Coon Rapids trying to rally. They lead this one 6-4. With the tying run coming to the plate with 1 out when we return on CTN.
Take your family out to the 4th of July celebration next to the Coon Rapids Ice Center, July 2nd through the 4th. Enjoy rides, carnival games, bingo, and live music. On Monday, July 2nd, at 6 p.m., come and watch the parade along Mississippi Boulevard. Then on Wednesday, July 4th, the Coon Rapids Firecracker 5 and 10K kick things off, followed by the Kids Sparkler Dash. And don't miss the fireworks on the 4th. For details, check out coonrapidsmn.gov.
It's a big responsibility.
Oh, it's huge. I know, it's huge.
And the salary.
Oh my god, yes.
Right?
I mean, like, I was about to move in with my parents, and right before, so this saved me.
I really believe in you, you know?
Thank you. It's nice to hear that from someone.
These are cool. Did you, what did you...
Jarek Jong on to try and close it down. It is a safe situation with a lead at 2 and a runner at second with 1 away. Nate Breams will be the first to face him. Breams 2 for 3 at a couple of singles his first 2 trips, including a 2-run hit in the 3rd that at the time cut it to 4-3. Jong says he's ready. Nate Breams trying to keep this game alive for the Cardinals. 1 away. Fastball from Jong up high, 1-0.
I think they're seeing a pitcher here totally different than the one they just faced.
Fastball with deceiving speed, and Breams comes up empty on the swing, 1-1.
nice pitch.
And again, he just kind of floats it in there, but gets the break at the right spot, gets him ahead, and they count 1-2.
Oh, he committed too.
He couldn't hold back, and that's strike 3.
Huge
Big
second out.
strikeout for John coming in. Now Izzy Petrusin. Single his last time up. Cardinals down to their last out, trail by 2 here in the bottom of the 7th.
And you talk about that strikeout. Mahjong able to get that second out.
Petrusin out in front of that one, sends it foul, 1-1. This one chopped foul, wide of first, 1-2.
Well, great situation here for Zhang to be in here, heading the count. Is he down to the last strike?
That's a tough one to take. Behind the count, 1-2.
Yeah,
but Petrusin holds firm.
He did.
Gets the call. And Jared Jong with the 2-2 pitch. Breaking pitch, popped up in the infield. It's gonna fall. Barehanded, the throw not in time. Took first baseman off his base, and I think you gotta call that a base hit. Just weird little bloop.
Well, and he had to charge that, and then he had to rush his throw. You see, he bloop it up and just kind of died in the infield.
It's a really good play from Leitner, charging in, bare hands it. The throw a little bit offline, but even a good throw, I think he beats it just to the way it fell. Runners at the corners, the inning still goes, and Xander Parr digs in. Straight up. And this one, late adjustment by Bankston, but he makes the catch and ends the ball game. Coon Rapids gets one back, but they fall 6-4.
Yeah, they've had a couple of opportunities to get back into this game, just couldn't get it done. And again, here in the bottom half of the 7th, able to get some base runners, but couldn't get the runs across. And the post 334 will fall to 14-12 on the season. And post 118 Wayzata Legion squad will even their record up at 8-8.
It was a beautiful night for baseball. We had a good contest, but Wayzata took the lead in the first, and they never relinquished it, holding on for the 6-4 win. And we're sure glad you joined us. But that's going to do it for this edition of CTN Sports. Again, the final score from Wintercrest, it's Wayzata post 118-6. Coon Rapids post 334-4. You've been watching American Legion Baseball live on CTN. I want to thank everybody out there for joining us, continuing to support everything we do here at CTN. For the entire crew, including Howie Shapiro, I'm Joe Young, saying good night.